Hello.
Uh,
to to quote the famous Keanu Reeves, "Why do you come?"
Why is the stream black? Is it...
Check OBS.
well, I don't see how that matters, miss. We're all welcome here.
It's just because on OBS.
It might be because it's still loading.
Oh, that might be it.
Oh,
Okay, there we
OBS
go.
is-
I'm
We're
checking
good
the
now.
stream on my end.
Yeah, I see it now. We're good. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
We are back once again for Curse of Strahd. It's been a hot minute since we got to continue where we left off. We left on a interesting cliffhanger as Edmund had to put down his squire. After a long and hard fought duel, you guys were able to put the young boy down.
I don't know if it's a duel, if it's a it's a 5-on-1, or more like a 7-on-1, or 6.5-on-1, because Ezek was taking a nap.
And so we pick up where we left off with you all having just recently dug up the grave of Saint Markovia, finally ready to bury her.
With these two tussling in the grave, me trying to steal myself.
You doing the ugliest cry a man can do.
Basically.
all I'm really thinking about now is like that, like whenever in 0079 when Bright's just crying on the ground. If you remember that.
Yes.
Alright, so what are you all doing? After the wrestling has just finally concluded, what's next?
I'm gonna go check on the civilians. We'll bury the boy when I get it together a bit more.
Wilfred's already digging a hole.
You know what? I'll help him. Fuck it.
Okay. Belle, Marcus, what are you two doing?
Sorry, I'm eating.
Belle, now's not the time to eat. It's really inappropriate.
Bell just sees all the carnage. He sees the flesh golem on the ground and goes like, man, I could go for a burger right now.
I don't eat my grilled cheese now. It'll get cold.
I'm just gonna fly out on top of the church and I'm gonna keep a lookout.
Okay.
Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, Belle will just stand outside the graveyard and keep a lookout over here.
Yep, I'm out of spell slots. Channel
Okay.
Divinity. Wait, no, I think I still have my Channel Divinity.
I thought you used it.
You used up all your resources, Ed.
Okay, like everything?
You used, yeah, by the end of the fight, you had used up everything. I think mostly everyone has used up almost all
I've
their
used up
resources.
everything as well.
Not me. I still
said
have
everybody.
a ton. I still have a ton. I still have most of my level 2s, which means I could cash that in to make a level 5.
Yeah, I still got the spare spell slot from the magic item that I didn't use, but
Nice.
other than that, I'm out.
Alright,
Yeah.
so Arthur, now that the hole's been dug, what's the plan?
I just toss her in there.
Just tossing her in, not even like placing it in gently?
Well, I mean, she's on my back, so if I'm in the hole, she's also in the hole already. So I'll just plop her in.
Okay. Now what?
Climb back out, and I start filling the hole.
Okay. The grave has been filled in, and what's next? Nothing seems to have changed.
I'll try to bless it later. I don't think I have it in me right now. Fuck. Oh wait, no, I can cast as a ritual spell. I'll deal with that once the grave is dug, and I'll cast ceremony on it, I guess.
Arthur is
Yeah, I don't think Arthur has any religious experience to really do anything to consecrate a grave.
But is there anything that Arthur would attempt to do?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not really getting any ideas. Um, Arthur picks up his shovel and starts slapping the grave with it. Starts
Okay.
going, consecrate already.
That's kind of a bit disrespectful.
Listen, sometimes it works with horses. Give them those slaps and they start working. Maybe it'll work with this consecration too.
Are you saying this Azamar is a horse?
I'm saying that this place needs to be holy and she's not gotten started yet. Give it some motivation. Huh. Can I roll to see if slapping this grave with my hammer motivates any holy consecration?
Give me a religion check.
16.
With the 16, you know that slapping it is not the way to go about this. Maybe offering a prayer or something might be better.
I was actually just about to say do I just know this innately because my proficiency in religion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't A get a spell from the ton? That might help with this.
Oh, I think he got a spell to talk to a god?
Like,
Yeah,
did he got
commune.
commune, right?
That is true.
Yeah, I do have commune.
But commune only works with one thing.
Not sure if commune will work given current circumstances, but we'll give it a shot.
I mean, have you thought about just giving some Arthur, have you just thought about instead of smacking the ground, just giving out a prayer for finally a peaceful rest instead of being locked in the basement of some desperate man.
I don't have any gods.
Wait,
Am I going
what
to
was
pray
that?
to?
You like cut out for me.
I don't have any gods that I pray to. Do you think my past several years have seemed very blessed?
No.
I don't know, you
think
say a
mine
prayer.
were? Okay then. That should be easy enough then. Okay. I guess I'll say a prayer then.
Okay. Cat says a short prayer, and nothing seems to change.
Well, clearly it's supposed to be either someone else or something with a little bit different wording.
I told you. Well, I suppose I didn't, but I knew it wouldn't work. You can't just go. And Arthur puts his hand together and mockingly prays, "Oh gods, please consecrate this place," and expect it to work.
Suddenly, the ground begins to glow.
Wow.
You suddenly see a small aura begin to resonate around the grave.
I guess what the grave wanted was, or I should say, what Markovia wanted was you to give at least some form of prayer.
I hate this place.
I mean, maybe you should try to do better, improve yourself a little bit.
I've done great. Well,
Really?
the dead corrupted angel and all these crazy wackadoos dead on the ground. I've done great here.
Well, that was kind of a rude way to address Reynold.
Referring to the angel.
No, yeah.
And that would be the wackadoo.
You were meaning the Dave.
Angel Deva, same thing. Different wings.
As you two have your little back and forth, suddenly, Arthur, you suddenly notice a glint from above begin to break through the fog and the overcast that covers Barovia. You see a small speck of sunlight coming through the clouds. Even though it's about like 6 o'clock, the sun should be set by this point. A little bit of light seems to be radiating down towards you. It seems to be landing just right on your face slightly. Just a small bit.
Well, that's a bit similar to what's going on with or what happened with the memorial or shrine for Sergei, a little bit the other way up the hill.
And as the sun hits your face, you feel it start to get slightly bigger. And you see that this bit of sunlight begins to cover not only you, but also this grave before you. And you watch as what you seems to be some sort of holy light resonate from the grave as you watch the transparent body of a beautiful woman with gallant long hair. Her face, unlike any other woman you've ever seen before, her skin glistens with beauty. And as she begins to float above you, she holds her hands out towards you. Ah, a champion most worthy has finally come to reconsecrate my home. I thank you, my friend. Tell me, what is your name?
I think you're up, Ryan.
I know, I was contemplating something.
Cat's going to elbow like Arthur.
No, I'm meta contemplating something.
Okay.
I was gonna tell her the fake name I used at the start of the campaign, but I don't remember what it was.
Wasn't it Lionel?
Something like this, man. I'll just say Arthur. Arthur.
Good. You have rejected that old false name that you once carried.
I
know
like
who-
that
I
name.
know who you are. I've been watching over you for some time since you entered this valley. I know what you have done, and I know what you are now. But the question is, what will you become in the future? I know you are oath-broken, Paladin, but I offer you a choice here. Swear a new oath to me, and by all that was all the power within me, that oath will gain power, and you can use it to free this land from the darkness.
Kind of oath.
Whatever you desire. Do you wish vengeance upon your enemies? Do you wish to swear yourself to the gods? To the Morning Lord himself? The choice is yours. So long as you use this power righteously, and use it to protect others and slay evil, that is all that matters.
You can always put a pin in this and figure out an oath later.
D&D, 5e, wiki.paladin. Oh.
Let's see. If you're thinking of flavor, Ryan, vengeance. Seems
I know
fitting.
flavor. I just want to have
Redemption
a
seems
in front of me.
fitting.
There's more. There's multiple possible ones.
Yeah. Redemption's a personal favorite for me when it comes in the Paladin oaths. I just really like that one.
I just need to have it in front of my face so I can think about this.
There's a reason why Ryan and I have talked about this in the past.
And yet, I don't think I'm going to choose one that you're expecting.
Okay.
And that's mostly because of Ed.
Okay.
Let me
I just like the idea of I choose Oathbreaker. Why?
I did
Wait,
consider
what?
telling.
Why?
I did consider saying that accepting
broken my
accepting
broken
strange oaths from a glowing woman is no basis for a government. But no,
Okay,
but
Monty Python.
that is the reference. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I don't think Miss is gonna see it coming.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just say the tenets.
This land. Do you know how annoying this land is? How annoying it has become for me? The past many years of my life, it's been run from the knights here, hide over here, get as far away from Cormyr as possible. But you know what? Past couple weeks, I don't know if I've thought about Cormyr before even stepping into this courtyard. And do you know why? Is Ed invisible? Where'd he go?
He's an eye shot. He's over there digging a grave.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's.
Yeah,
I literally
I-
pointed
I'm leaning-
Edmund.
Like
I
I'm leaning
point
on
at
the
you.
shovel, turned around, like head craned around the dragon at you.
He points at you and he goes, because this idiot sat across from a vampire and declared war. You know what I've been doing the past couple weeks? I've been fighting a war. And tomorrow I'll be fighting a war, and the day after that I'll be fighting a war. My life has become war.
Not forever.
And you know what's even worse? I learned. I think I have a slight idea who killed the queen. And it wasn't me. Imagine my shock.
I mean, yeah, that was obvious. Even the Cormyr knights.
I am going to win this war. I'm going to destroy that vampire. I'm going to bring the sun back to this country. And you know what? While I'm at it, maybe I go and I deal with my threats back in Cormyr too.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, my audio pickup.
What I need right now is a fist. An iron fist. A strong fist. I need to go to war. I need to conquer. That is my oath.
I see.
Very well. So long as you do not use this power for evil, and go in my name, this oath will hold true. And with that, she begins to float towards you,
Set an arrow on the warpath.
and she then brings you into a small hug. Good luck,
Damn,
Paladin.
Arthur getting some action.
And she kisses you on the forehead, and you feel a power begin to resonate within you as you see her begin to fade away, and the sun begins to dissipate once more. And also, Ryan, you feel the scar on your face begin to fade away.
Oh, thank God. God, we're so annoying.
So, Ryan, or Arthur, with this new oath sworn, what do you do next?
I go to war.
Do you have anything you want to announce to those around you?
In square, with my new oath, I declare that I, Arthur, shall march on Castle Ravenloft with all the allies I can gather, and I'm gonna root that leech out of his hold. And I'm gonna do it behind the person who started it. I look at Edmund and I go, I hope you're ready to lead a rebellion, because you're in charge of one already.
I don't really have a choice at this point, do I? If I run,
No,
either
you don't.
Not like I have anywhere to run to, anyways.
Damn, I gotta redo my whole sheet.
I already did it for you.
What? That fast?
I mean, Conquest doesn't have that much, especially like what's called going from like was it just because Paladins really don't get like a full thing of their stuff to like 7.
You can't see eminent menacing. Oh,
I've already updated your aura. I've already updated your channel divinity. Your spells though have to be changed. Still, I'll have to get that still.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure out which ones I
I
got
already know what
from
it is.
being a paladin.
I'll throw them on right now.
I mean, you do have some good ones like command and hold person.
What level, paladin level at right now? We're at
9th.
9th, so... Oh, damn, okay. Yeah, so I have those.
Yeah, so armor of what's that
If I can make it to 17th, I'd be Cloud Kill.
Yeah, but Cloud Kill's kind of especially in outdoor areas.
I like Cloud Kill.
Yeah, I think Cloud Kill would have been fitting for my character, but like most of the time we're outdoors and things are immune to poison.
You already have that one. Do you have fear? You do not have fear, so fear is the last one you need. Ryan, we'll talk about this subclass in a while because I've played this subclass before. I'm going to tell you a secret tactic to use with this subclass that you might enjoy. But we'll save that for after the session. Alright, so the consecration has... You guys then seem to notice that the land feels slightly different where you're standing. You see the bodies of the zombies begin to dissolve and disintegrate as they lay there on the ground. It would seem like this land has become consecrated once more.
Does anything happen to Reynold's body?
No.
Okay. That's
Well, actually... No, nothing happens to it. He was never undead, so... So, with that concluded, you're also finally able to bury Reynold. What are you guys going to do now?
I'm going to stay outside for a while and cast ceremony on the grave for my own sake, using ritual cast.
Well, one thing I think we also need to do is repair the fucking massive wall I busted down.
Fill it with the dirt. Fine.
Do any of you know how to repair a building?
I think the mayor can handle that personally.
Yeah, the mayor could handle that. Yeah.
I imagine if I'm helping the peasantry, I know a bit about laying down mortar and brick, but besides that, like, I don't think I could build a fucking frame.
Did you help the peasantry by building a house or by putting up lands to ruband it?
I like to imagine I helped at least a few people fix up their shit if I passed like a fucked up hut on the way.
Yeah, definitely outside my area of expertise.
That's like all I got. Right. Edmund is going to just shove his shovel into the ground and kind of... Wilfried, are you willing to stay with me for a while I speak a prayer over this grave?
Of course, boss. It would be wrong for me to walk away now.
For at least the next hour or two. Just call me my name, please.
See, it just feels weird to say it.
And a smile, there's a light little smile on his face that turns back to a frown as he turns back towards the grave. And Edmund will begin to mumble a prayer over the grave.
Okay.
I didn't have anything like speech in mind.
All right.
But
You don't have to if you don't want to. It's cool.
yeah. Before I do though, I do push you a lot to go check on everybody inside the mayor, all that.
You say that, but you look at Arthur and he's just standing there staring at you.
Wait, are you just gonna stare at me for the next hour while I pray over the grave?
Yes.
All right.
Uh,
Then I
Cat
will let
just
everyone
Cat,
involved in this go roleplay that out.
Cat was actually going to just because the fact that like there are other people. I had something planned out, but if there's people going to be around Edmund like that, I guess I'll check and make sure if everyone's okay. Okay.
Certainly could be
I-
doing better.
I I walk in through the building, I guess, while everyone's just vibing in the courtyard.
Yeah, the people are just kind of waiting to make sure everything is okay outside.
Okay.
Oh, right, those people. Forgot about them.
Uh, everything is everything is fine now. Um, well, I don't know if everyone here is going to be going home now.
The burgomaster speaks up. Yes, I believe it's about time for everyone to call it here. I believe Markova Nacht has come to an abrupt end. Everyone head to your homes, and we will speak about this more at the next town meeting. And with that, people begin to slowly shuffle their way out the double set of doors and begin to make their way down the hill.
Do they does everyone at least exiting the building kind of notice the place being a bit slightly different per se?
No one seems to notice.
No?
No.
Okay, I was wondering concerning like the crown being consecrated now. And with how you were dressing, like the landscape was a bit different. I didn't know if some people here also noticed that difference or something like
No, the ground is like not physically changed. It just feels like you can like feel like in your soul.
that. Okay, gotcha.
And these people don't have souls.
Yeah, clearly.
That actually is a bit of lore I actually cut from the original book. I'll talk about that later if you guys want to know more about that.
Yeah, that most of the
That seems
NPCs have no
interesting.
souls.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking dark.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because there's not enough souls for the to go
In
around.
this semi-plane or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's also the fact that it's supposed to be, it's a domain of dread, so it's just there to, torment the person that's shaped around. So
Yeah, we don't know what made this place. We just know it's meant to torture Strahd.
yeah,
So it's like, so it's like it generally, these are all just actors in a play that's meant to torment him. So
yeah, and and of course the cycle's supposed to repeat, every single time. You have your new Tatiana. Your new Tatiana shows up, and Strahd has to try and pull on the banner to see if he gets what he wants, but he ends up fucking up every time.
I wonder if Strahd's aware that
What
he's
they
being
eat?
tortured like this, because
I think he is, but it's been so long that he's too fucked to care.
well, the fact that he keeps trying to get with Tatiana tells me that, like, I don't know, is that just like a vain hope, or if like he's just unaware that like he's destined to fail no matter what.
It
I don't know.
it could just be a vain hope where he's just so infatuated that it's just like, this time, guys, trust me.
Trust the plan.
Yeah, trust the plan.
So yeah, after a while, all the people have left except for the burgomaster and his immediate family.
Yeah. What's the flesh thing that the abbot was making her?
That was Basilica, if you remember her name.
Yeah, Basilica. Yeah,
She's just kind of standing there, not sure what to do.
Well, she's still
she's just
alive.
a posing.
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah, she is like another flesh golem, I think, or homunculus or whatever.
Well, I think I was starting to kind of get the vibe that she was supposed to like. He was trying to make a new Tatiana.
Yeah, yeah.
He probably
Well, he said that to us. He thought if he made this Tatiana like um this like identical Tatiana like flesh doll, Strahd would be like, ah, yes, I am happy now.
it it makes me think that if we had put off this Abby long enough, that maybe it could have been possible that he would have come for her to like kidnap Irina, to like stuff her soul into this puppet.
I don't think he's that proficient to put souls in. I think it'd be more or less he'd rip the face off.
If you recall, the last thing he asked for was that he had gotten the face wrong, and so he
Mhm.
asked if he could have Irina's face in exchange for
Yeah.
holy magic.
Yeah. He was gonna give us like what, like 3 scrolls of like resurrection or something like that.
That's such a trap too, because if we had taken that deal, Strahd just would have showed up and just slaughtered all of us. Guarantee it.
Or Strahd went like, well, I fucked up this time, and well, I can just take it out on you guys.
I guarantee it would have been a game ender if we'd done it.
It could have been,
Maybe
yeah.
you had scrolls of resurrection.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are you guys doing now?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna continue, like, kind of like now that everyone's gone. I guess I'm gonna actually like kind of conversate with the burgomaster a bit. Um. Sorry, I wasn't in the room, or at least saw what happened. What did Arthur do?
He tried to strike down the abbot in front of everybody, and
That
so
sounds
that's why
like
he
him.
came flying over the building shortly afterwards.
Cat kind of puts like like one of her hands in her face, and of course like she doesn't have it like covered up, so you just see like it's big, just like weird, like kind of like draconic human hand thing. It's just like covering her, like kind of covering her face. Yeah, that seems about right. Um. So, well, there's some good news. The grounds are consecrated.
Yeah, so I would
And
hope that since you were attacking him, you at least were going to take care of that.
well, the other thing as well is to say is that with even when the abbot was here, the grounds weren't even consecrated to begin with,
Hmm.
because Strahd was here.
That's strange, because Strahd has not stepped foot in the Abbey, reportedly in 200 years.
I'm guessing that 200 years ago happened to involve probably him and Saint Markovia fighting or something along those lines.
No, no. The Dawn Rebellion was something that Markovia set out herself. She attacked him in his own castle.
Okay, that makes sense. That lines up with what then one of those knights said. What Vladimir said.
That gave me a funny idea. What if Strahd just found the abbot to be so annoying he just refused to come here?
Yeah, that could be a possibility, really. um. Well, well, at least to say that these grounds are safe for one. For second, one of the walls is going to need repaired, and that's kind of a bit more to do with well, us stopping the abbot's last abomination, or should I say his malpractice. But at least the good news is that we were able to stop him before he was able to, well, do what he was doing out there to anyone in here.
Yes, yeah, I never got any bad feelings from him. He seemed like a fine individual for the most part.
You referring to like just asking Meta, is he referring to the abbot or Reynold?
The abbot.
Abbot. Yes. I mean that is sometimes that can happen with certain worldviews. You can wrap around and not look too right in the head. And Cat kind of looks to like Vasilka a bit and kind of like is like sitting just kind of like staring at her as she's like just basically just posing there. And it's like, well, I don't know what we should do with her then, because she was also part of that.
Do with her what you want. I cannot. She's your responsibility now. You killed the abbot.
I guess. But yeah, in terms of the only thing that's really like something that needs a bit of repaired is of course the window and the walls, but I'm assuming people around here probably would want to get that repaired, right?
We need to find someone who can conduct service here now. That will take some time. I'll have to message Father Lucian and see if he has any disciples he'd be willing to send.
He probably could, because what's it called? He probably could because well or at least he could at least supply with materials because he is the burgomaster of Valaki now.
Yes, I'm quite aware. Either way, I'm going to head back down to the town now and ready a discussion to have with my people. I need to explain why a bunch of individuals, he cut himself off, attacked the abbot in front of everybody and killed him.
Well, they really didn't see the rest of us, but I understand the point then.
So, in the meantime, I ask that you, after you are done with your business here in the Abbey, you please leave the town for at least a week or so before returning.
Okay.
Your house will still be open to you, but I need some time to calm the people.
Okay. Well, maybe if something does happen and we aren't allowed back in due to uproar, could you at least I guess maybe compensate us for just then selling the house then?
The house will be reclaimed by the town if you are unable to return.
Okay then.
It is a gift that I gave to you. There is no insurance upon this house. Simply a gift. He gives you a bow.
Okay
Hope you
then.
hope you and your fellow friends have a wonderful. Cut himself off again. Have a good evening. And with that, him and his guards begin to leave and make their
You
way
as
down the hill.
well.
Leaving just you and Vasilka.
I am going to stop the mayor on his way out of the church, by the way.
Okay.
But you can finish Bazooka first.
Yeah. I guess like Cat kind of like approaches kind of like very just awkwardly because she doesn't know how to like really kind of react towards like this like this weird this kind of like flesh stitch thing. And Cat kind of like approaches and says like, so do you like take orders? Do you like follow around? Can you speak?
Where's the
And she's
abbot?
kind of just uh he's gone now.
Where did he go? I must follow him.
I'm the abbot now.
Mm. Mm.
He was
How do
teaching me to
I-
be a wonderful bride. I must continue my training. I am not there yet.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Um, just follow me really quickly. I need to just follow me really quickly. We will be in the just the dining hall area a little bit. I need to discuss something with everyone else.
Very well.
So I'm gonna,
Understood. And she'll follow you behind.
okay. Yeah, just stay here for a little bit. I need to discuss things with my like and she's about to say like companion like associates or companions, and she's like friends. So I will be right back.
Understood.
Ooh.
Cat kind of kind of climbs out, like Cat kind of like comes out of the busted down wall and everything, and she's like she's kind of like going through, and she's like kind of like almost like pinching like her temple a bit, and like kind of like just going like, now what do I do about this?
Alright, Arthur, what's going on?
Alright, so I step in front of the mayor as he's walking out.
Arthur, may I help you?
What was that back in the courtyard?
What was what?
I signaled to you that I was starting what we agreed to, and you just stood there frozen like a block of ice.
He frowns immediately. Our deal was that you would take care of the abbot discreetly, and I would look the other way. Attacking
know what was
him
also-
in front of my people was not a part of the agreement.
You know what was part of the agreement? Getting you the corpse of St. Markovia. Do you know where I had to go to get the corpse of St. Markovia? Into the very bowels of the castle of Lord Strahd von Zarovich himself. Do you think that the lord of this land likes being stolen from? How much time did you think I had to plan this little assassination? I didn't. The Lord of Barovia could have come down on this town any moment to reclaim his prize. I needed this place consecrated, not just so I could be safe and my team could be safe, but so everyone in this town could be safe from that monster if he came here. So don't lecture me about timing.
He simply crosses his arms. Then what do you want? Do you feel better now?
You failed in your end of the deal. You could have been decisive. There were ways around the fight. You could have got people to safety. You didn't. So I wanted to emphasize one thing to you.
The people were safe where they were, out of the way.
When a Deva is in battle, no one's safe that close. I want to make one thing real clear to you. This place is consecrated now, due to the theft we did on your behalf. Your town's an enemy of Strahd now just as much as we are. I hope you don't plan to sit on the sidelines when the time comes.
I hadn't planned on doing that. You had done me a great service today. But how you're acting is changing my mood. Do not push yourself, Arthur.
Our moods are relevant with the enemy we face. You don't need to like me. I don't need anyone to like me.
You've saved my son, and for that I still owe you. But beyond that, I wish nothing more to do with you. Do I need to exile you from another town? I've already heard about what happened to you in Valaki. Stay out of my sight, or else you'll be exiled as well. Good day. And then he walks around you.
Do I need to kill another leader of a town?
He's a werewolf, so he's a whole lot stronger. You gotta remember that.
No, I have silver weapons.
I mean, it's
And
not even
magic
the silver
weapons.
weapons parts. You have a magical fire weapon.
I'm not afraid of a single werewolf, but it's like I'm mad at him. He totally kind of flopped because he didn't like the timing of our end of the deal. So, and we never did agree to keep it quiet. We just agreed for him to stay out of the way. But he did nothing there. He just stood there while we did everything. So I'm not happy with him. So I don't care if he's not happy with me.
I mean, who knows? Maybe there's another guy in like a torture basement that is gonna cause a rampage that'll allow you to be back in the good graces. Like what happened in Velaki.
Like I don't need him to like me. I just need him to know there's a war going on, and us doing this for him means he's a part of it, whether his town likes it or not. The giant glowing like ray beams of the sun coming down on like the church of his town is a giant like advertisement to Strahd, like, hey, we kind of picked a side, and it's not yours.
Yeah.
So
This like east side of the map's kind of fucked for Strahd. You got like a pseudo companion in the sky, or an actual like legit companion instead of like that fake one. Um, you got now like a few more consecrated grounds. Like the east side of the map's just fucked for Strahd.
Yeah.
Bro's having a hard time.
yeah, what's important is it's like Arthur's not looking to make friends; he's looking to make allies, and my allies don't
Yeah.
have to like me.
Just so everyone's aware, the bride the abbot was making is of course still standing and walking around. I don't know what we should really do with that.
Uncharacteristically, you suddenly hear Irina say, "Burn her."
Has it been even close to an hour yet, miss?
Yeah, I'd say it's fine now.
All right.
It took a minute for those people to like get out of the building and make their way down.
I kind of assumed a lot of these events were happening consecutively, so that we'd be all fine here.
Yeah. It's been like I would assume the discussion with the abbot between Cat and the Cat and the burgomaster was like a whole lot longer, while Arthur and or the burgomaster was like a 5-minute spat.
I mean, we made our feelings very clear to each other, and we moved on.
Yeah.
That was.
You stay out of his way, he'll stay out of you.
I wasn't even there to really tell him that. I was just there to make sure that he knew that when we march, that he's a part of it, and that he'll hear from me if he doesn't come with us. But yeah. So you were saying,
I put this effect on Reynold's grave with ceremony.
Okay.
what effect?
I mean, like, are you going to let me? Are you going to cut me some slack on the touch the corpse part? Given,
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Cool.
I imagine you just lay your hand upon the grave and then said the word of power and then bing bam boom.
I mean,
Well-
isn't like the other thing as well, like in terms of mechanics, isn't it like if you're on consecrated ground, like you can't actually raise any sort of corpse?
Well, you could.
Symbolic.
If if
Yeah.
you're powerful enough, you could, but that corpse is instantly gonna catch fire and die. Like it. I don't know if
What an
mechanically.
asshole!
Yeah, I don't know if
Just
mechanically
imagine
you
like a
can't.
Minecraft zombie spawning in and it just starts catching on fire and goes. Bleh.
Like I know the. Let's put it this way. I know the graves here, right? These people buried here, they're consecrated graves. But like, I don't know if you were to like, let's say you dragged a corpse onto a consecrated ground and then cast raise dead on it. It might work. I mechanically it might work, but that corpse is immediately going to re-die. You raised it to kill it again, so good job, I guess.
I hate
Imagine
this
the
guy
dick
so much. I
moves
brought him
doing
back
that.
just to kill him again.
Literally, Ed.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you guys doing now?
But right, I did have a thing I wanted to do here, like, bits
Go for it.
aside. Thankfully, I am no longer destroyed out of character, so I can actually, like, fuck around a bit.
I will say in meta-wise, though, I'm against burning her.
And it's at this point that I look over to Wilfried. Do you have Anything you'd like to say to the grave, Wilfried?
He reaches, he goes over to Jack. You watch him root through like his belongings, and you see him pull out a bottle of alcohol. He brings it over, takes a swig, and then dumps the rest on the corpse on the grave.
Froze.
When he goes to like tip it, I put my hand up as like a signal of pause,
Mm-hmm.
and I do like a hand it here motion.
He hands it to you.
I also take a swig and return it. What does it taste like? Is this good liquor or is it
this is
shit?
dog shit. This is absolute dog shit liquor that he brought from with him when you guys left the last town you guys were in.
And Edmund manages to choke it down
But
with
this is
a
what he
wince.
drinks constant. This is what he has been drinking almost every time you see him drink.
No wonder he's so piss fucking drunk all the time. Good fucking lord. Sorry.
Yep. And then
But right, with
but
a
now
with a
he's
wince,
dumping it all out, the whole bottle.
with a wince, I manage to choke it down, hand it to him, and he pours it upon the grave.
Yep.
Well, Reynald's first drink.
No, he was at the bar with Wilfried a couple weeks ago. If only.
And don't you remember the one time that he got he got drunk or hungover?
Nope.
That was something that happened like when we were in Milwaukee, if I remember correctly.
And Edmund kind of squats down and kind of balances himself by putting his arms behind his like body. I'll be back for you sooner or later. Or I'll join you. Again. Kind of itches at his neck through the scarf.
Don't say that, boss. If anyone's going, you're getting out, he's getting out, I'm getting out. The rest of these motherfuckers, he points to the rest of the group, we're all getting out.
What did jinx us?
Wilfried, I need you to promise
And with
me
that,
something.
he walks over to the fence over here, the stone fence, and then breaks the bottle on it, and then chucks the bottle into the wilderness.
Completely ignoring the fact that this is holy ground that's litter. I approach him over at the wall. I need you to promise me something, Wilfried.
He turns around and faces you after chucking it. Yeah, what's up?
Part of my deal with my return is that my life would be returned to me when I succeeded in giving them their land back. If need be, I do intend to give up that wish for revival for Reynald's sake. I may end up bound to this land forever, and if I do, I would like you to carry news of what I'd done here back to my family to see if they'll finally be proud. Their stupid rogue of a son.
I can't do that, boss.
Why not?
Because you gotta tell him yourself. And he brings you in, he puts you in like a headlock, unless you like really try to resist it.
I'll let him have it.
And he like puts his finger like in front of you. You're getting out of this. We're getting rid of this whole weird forest woman thing that you keep talking about. We're gonna get rid of that weird tattoo thing on your chest. We're gonna get Reynald back. We're gonna get out of here together.
Oh, no. I like this tattoo. This tattoo keeps me alive, kind of. The rest of that can go.
and your head's gonna be back on, no problem. I'll even ask Irene to sew it back on if it's all what we need.
But if I do end up cursed, I'm giving you a letter and you are going to run it back. I swear I pay you for a reason.
He like sighs, he's like, fine. But primarily, it's gonna be you. That's like the backup plan.
Given I am properly cursed to exist here for all eternity.
And then he lets you
Otherwise,
out of the headlock.
Otherwise, yes. Absolutely. And I kind of glance back at the grave.
What does it mean to be cursed anyway?
Uh,
If you think about it, alcoholism's a curse. And they just realized, oh fuck. He looks down at the alcohol and he just poured. Oh fuck. Can
I
we
mean,
just- he looks at you. He gets kind of close to you, like, and whispers, Can we stop at the Wizards of Wine and pick up some bottles real quick after we're done here?
Well, my curse brings me power. Well,
I got
I
a little emotional
suppo-
there. I wasn't thinking.
Well, Wilfried, I suppose my curse brings me power too.
But before we do that, I need a nap, like a big one. Let's go back down to the town.
And goodbye for now, Reynold.
See you soon, Reynold, buddy. And he
Wilfried, take a seat inside for now. It appears we have business to discuss with the rest of the group, and I'd prefer you not go off on your own.
You know what it's like dying? Well, you do know what it's like dying, yeah.
Yes, it's awful. What
Yes.
what did what did you see when you died, actually?
Nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you were like conscious.
No. It was just nothing. I don't remember anything.
Well, at least I guess it was like being asleep.
Basically.
Would you have rather argued with gods?
No.
Good answer.
He's like, I know my place.
I'm not gonna deal with gods. I'd leave that to like Goliaths who like go charging into hell punching people. That's not for me.
Well, I suppose the town is safe enough. Go take a rest down at our house at the bottom of the hill.
I'm gonna take Jack down, that's cool.
Please do.
Not feeling great. And as he like limps over, he like throws himself onto Jack like sideways. He like can't even get himself to like sit up right. He's like, "All right, go on, buddy." And Jack starts to like trot away with him, like hanging off of him sideways.
All right. I guess now we gotta wait for Monica to get back. There's gonna be a chance to use the bathroom
No.
and get more. Oh,
No, I'm back.
There's his entire time.
well, fuck! I wanted to piss.
Too late, you gotta talk to us.
Okay.
You can piss when we do our long rest.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Hold it in, night boy.
Yes.
What is that from?
It's from Gunslinger Girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a quirk of Ed's.
Yeah, it's from,
Yes, it's a brain problem, but it's also a clip from some random anime I watch on a whim. Don't worry about it. I'll send you the clip later.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So I think we left off with Irina saying, "Burn it."
yeah. What I basically said was, of course, like asking so the person that or the bride that the abbot was making is still walking around, and well, it talks. Does a whole lot more than what I thought it would. I don't know what we want to do with it, and that's when Irina, of course, said for us to burn it.
Why do you say that, Irina?
Because she is a horrific monstrosity made from the remains of other people. And she's meant to look like me, and she like looks at the ground. I don't like it. Selfish of me, I know, but is this really a good thing to do, to let her keep living this? She doesn't even have a soul.
A lot of people here don't have souls, Irina. If we
Yeah, I just,
killed
like,
everything, if we
cough
killed everything
loudly.
that doesn't have a soul, we'd be burning half the town.
No, that's not. Everyone has souls.
Said they didn't.
That's it.
Oh,
That
no,
was,
no,
a-
no,
That was an old thing.
that was a
that-
long
that-
cut. That's something
Yes.
I
Yeah.
ignored.
Yeah.
Well then,
Yeah.
then retcon everything I just said.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I-
yeah, that was in the original. That's in the original module. That like there aren't any souls here, really.
It's okay.
Right,
I have an
when
I have an alternate argument.
When she digs at things not having souls, Edmund just coughs loudly.
Irina. Oh, you actually talking.
You still have a soul, otherwise you wouldn't be able to walk around, Edmund.
Oh. I thought it
You
was
would
imprisoned
lose
by
all
those.
sense of personality.
Oh. Suppose I know less about these things than I thought.
We know
Carry
how the abbot works. He takes bits off of people and puts them onto others. Every bit of that he stole was alive. There's no necromancy, no corpse resuscitation here. Even though her features have been changed and altered, that is a living person. We can't just burn her because she looks like you. As creepy as I agree it is.
Yeah. Cat kind of like actually like speaks up and like says like there is at least maybe one thing we can do, which is of course try to give it a second chance, or at least something that you know, this our whole endeavors have kind of been giving us to do is possibly second chances, and so maybe we could try to see if we can give Vasilka there a second chance, or maybe try to make her do something other than being some puppet.
Isn't it supposed to be right next to you?
No, like
No, he told her to wait.
yeah,
Okay.
I told her to wait in the kitchen or the dining area
Yeah, we
while
should
I
probably-
discusses everything.
We should probably try talking to it at least.
I don't think it would hurt to try and talk, yeah.
Should we bring it out here, or should we go in there?
I mean, I think it's better for us to go in there. I think there's already enough damage out here. I think we need to maybe go into a place that's a bit more well, or at least mostly intact, and at least a bit more reserved and better for conversating.
Alright, well, let's go get her. Arthur steps through the window he broke through.
Cat just walks through the wall she busted down.
He's like limps his way into the room with Irina helping him.
Freaking punished Ezek. He's the MVP of the fight, just in how many times he lived.
Missed. You did mention that we know someone who can cast regenerate and forgot.
Yes, that would be a certain green hag you met once.
Ah!
Yeah,
Monty Greenleaf could probably help you with that.
yeah, no, she can absolutely she can absolutely help, and she can also help clean your fingernails.
Those
Have we met
toenails,
her?
actually.
Monica,
mean
I
Monty
puke
Green?
enough as is.
What did we mean in
yeah, I know it's toenails, but I didn't want to say toenails, eh?
I don't remember
What did you
meeting this
say,
person.
It was the lady who gave me a magic apple for my horse or whatever.
I don't remember that either.
Oh. Weird fucking swamp witch who is incredibly competent but also weird and fucking crazy.
Did this happen in a session I wasn't here?
No, you were there for that.
Maybe.
It was during the it was during the like lead up to the raid on Castle Ravenloft.
I'm completely drawing a blank, I'm gonna be honest with you. Anyway. I guess I'll, like, wave my hand in front of her face. Any reaction?
She does not blink. She does not react.
Are you awake?
Yes. I always am awake.
I want to ask you a hypothetical question. Can you answer hypothetical questions?
Yes.
What would you do if there was no more Abbott?
There is no me without the abbot.
But what if the Abbott was taken away and you were not? Hypothetical, of course.
She pauses. She seems to be thinking. I suppose then I have no purpose then. I am incomplete, as deemed by the abbot. If I was complete, then I would be ready for my husband, Lord Strahd von Zarevich. Without the abbot, I will be incomplete for the rest of eternity. I should be exterminated.
I have an idea. I'm gonna try it. I have good news for you. We have been tasked with completing you.
Most excellent. Do you have the face of Irina Koliana?
You see, the abbot decided that that is not truly what would complete you. And the abbot knows best. Wouldn't you agree?
Roll me deception.
Okay. I don't feel bad about this now because I don't have my malice anymore.
Yeah. 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 Not bad. And that's even without proficiency as
Very
well.
well. What should be done?
A good bride must have life experience. Such, you're going to be adventuring with us from now on.
Very well. If that is what the abbot said to do, then I shall do so.
And while you're with us doing that, the abbot is off on a quest to achieve greater perfection.
Very well.
Cat kind of like tries to
Because
like.
if anyone turns around and looks at Irina, Irina is very upset by this. Her arms are crossed. She is frowning. Like,
she is so angry. Like
I will
like,
admit I'm not especially comfortable either.
like Cat's kind of like trying to like Cat's kind of someone in like Arthur's peripheral, and she's kind of like shooting eyes and like and almost like trying to do like a like almost like a shovel motion because we kind of just have the abbot's corpse out there.
Also, I'm posting this in the Journey to Ravenloft chat, but Arthur turns around at one point while doing all this, and he makes this face at everybody while saying all this. He's like, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to resolve this peacefully.
I'm gonna mutter to Edmund. If we're to be treating this as a person, and this is taking a child into battle.
Yeah, I'm not especially comfortable with that, but the mayor seems to have dumped her on us. Perhaps we leave her at the Lizards of Wine. Teach her some trade skills.
Cat kind of like decides to like just walk over and say like I
Kind
really
of seeing
wouldn't
us
say
whispering at each other.
yeah. Cat kind of walks over and says like, well, it wasn't more or less the burgomaster dumped this on us. It's more or less the fact that we dumped this on ourselves.
I mean, I had no say in this. Not most of us didn't. I mean, I'm thinking we could just leave her at the Wizards of Wine. Maybe at least then she can make some use of herself, learn some vocational skills, right?
Yes, but we also are talking about we don't really know how they're going to accept some kind of I don't know, homunculus or whatever she is.
Yeah, it's up for discussion when we get there.
I mean, one thing at least to think about this, it is a bit kind of bad to, or at least a strange way of thinking about this, given the fact is that like if she is more or less like a child in some ways, or very much lower in like at least training or other such things, we could actually use her more for our own benefit, because if she is like a sponge and retains information or, well, a bunch of other things, maybe maybe Arthur, you can, help her swing a sword or something.
I refuse to have this thing with us in battle.
Do I get to say in this at all, or
Yes, please.
if we're not going to kill her, at least put her somewhere where she won't be a nuisance? I think outside
Exactly.
of the Wizards of Wine, that'd be a good idea.
Just say something about, like, training her to be a good wife or whatever.
Yes, but we could also twist that to at least we can also twist or change that around to benefit us in that, like, we have another sword to use.
I do not
And how
want her,
useful
I do
is-
not want to see her every day I have to wake up.
I mean, how useful is that bag of meat even going to be? It'll get hit once and splatter. At the very least, we could use this to indebt some of our friends to us a little bit.
Arthur,
I mean,
The
I
abbot
mean,
has
you,
ensured
you,
that I
you,
am of most durable quality. I can take many hits. He has tested
Wait.
so.
I was.
Wait, you can
I-
hear us?
Yes, my hearing is quite adaptable. She then walks over and grabs a chair and slams it over her head, breaking the chair. See? I am quite durable.
I
Well,
was
we're gonna
just.
fix that chair.
Please
I-
try not to destroy the property.
I was just
Sorry.
about to say, given from the flesh golem we ran into, that thing was pretty durable.
Do you
So,
wish this chair to be repaired?
Please.
Very well.
yes.
She then starts to grab the chair and the remnants of the chair and begins to try to repair it as best she can.
Arthur comes over at this point. He's like, "Okay, I didn't expect that to work. I'm
Okay,
thinking
but-
we have a house in town. Why don't we just leave her there? Tell her to take care of it."
But
I
the,
think leaving her
the-
alone is the best idea. She would need to be under watch.
Exactly. We don't know what she's capable of.
The only
Well,
person
well,
she
well,
listens
well,
to.
well, given the fact that she is extremely durable, we could use her.
The only
mean,
person
yes,
she listens to is the abbot, and we all know where the abbot is right now.
And yes, I
If
won't.
we
Now, now remember, we have to leave out that detail specifically because she can hear us.
if we put her at the house and we tell her that her mission to become more perfect is to take care of the house, I think it will be fine.
Frankly, I don't care how tactically useful she might be. I don't want that thing near me. It's a reminder of everything that happened here.
I feel that I owe it to Irina by pissing her off by keeping this thing alive to advocate for us not dragging it around with us.
Thank you.
In terms of like a like rebuttal to what like Edmund said about like kind of a reminder of everything that's happened here, the what my hands and what my face look like are a remembrance of everything that happened to me. So, and I have to walk around with that every day.
Well, I'm not you, am I?
No, not really. I'm just saying, given the fact that you want to fight in a war, it's good to have manpower.
Here's the thing, though. That thing has two objectives in life, and that's serve the abbot and be a perfect bride for Strahd. We take that thing in the battle when Strahd shows up, I'm just being honest with you, it probably starts fighting for Strahd.
For all we know, it'll shank us in the ribs.
Or we try to convince in another way of that, like one way to impress a husband is to of course defeat him in battle.
I know a loophole, meta-wise, that could be used to turn this thing against Strahd. I just don't think it would work. Like, in the sense of, like, we'd probably have to roll for it, and the DC would be really high. I'm not confident we'd pull it off. You would just say that Strahd isn't suffering, and he's in pain, and if you were really a perfect bride, you'd put him out of his misery so that he could be at peace. But I don't think I could pull that off.
I mean, I wasn't even thinking about it like that. I was just thinking about the fact of like let's just turn this into a weird like warrior culture thing where we just gaslight her and thinking that like the proper
That's
way to win your
evil as
husband over
fuck.
is to beat you up.
That's
Christ.
fucking evil.
I mean, we are using some abomination creature to then beat up a literal scumbag. That's more of like a chaotic good or a neutral.
Who? Bell.
Marcus, please.
Yeah, Marcus. Do you guys have any input? It's the three of us just kind of going around a triangle.
4.
Yes.
As I said to Edmund, if we're to be treating this as a person, then what the cat is suggesting is morally reprehensible.
A little more than a draft.
If this is a person, then it has the mental capabilities of a child. This isn't something to be brainwashed into our struggles.
What about you, Bell? What do you think?
Honestly, I think it is more rational just to take her elsewhere, like the inn, as was suggested. There isn't really... So what if we can use her as, like, a meat shield or something? I feel like that's more trouble than it's worth, honestly.
Well, that's majority vote for not taking her as a battle buddy. But we've all said different locations to take her to.
Yeah.
So now we need to agree where we're going to put her.
You-
I think that we don't have to go very far. I think we could very easily convince her to be a nice little maid in the house we have down in this town. And I don't think she'd be a problem, because if we tell her to stay inside and take care of the house, she would probably stay inside and take care of the house.
I guess I wouldn't be against that entirely, but I would prefer she was supervised somehow, so at least someone could
I
teach her
prefer she was
something.
supervised as well. I think the people we've got the best in with are the wizards.
I mean, I'm not against the idea. I just, and if you guys don't agree with me, I just think that's really far away from a solution. But I'm down for it if you all want to go for that and take care of the wine, the wizard's wine. I mean, I can't ask him because I just told him off. But one of you could ask the mayor to have someone check in on the honor of this town if you want to do it here. But if you just want to take her to the wizard's wine because you guys feel more confident about that, I'm down for it.
At least that she'd be useful to more than just us and our needs.
I mean, I don't think she's going to be useful to us at all, no matter where we take her, because we're probably not going to be coming to those locations very often to check up on her.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing really incentivizing us to actually go anywhere near the Wizards of Wine, like, at all anymore.
I mean, booze. Wilfred wants his drink.
True. But I'm saying, so, like, if we leave her here, I don't see us coming back to this town that often. If we leave her at the Wizards of Wine, I don't see us coming back to the winery very often. So wherever we leave her, we're not going to be checking in on her very often, so...
I mean, I do see us coming back to this town because it's holy. If shit hits the fan, we can't hunker down here.
Yeah, we also have that with Velaki and Argynvostal.
That is a good point, Ed, because basically now with Velaki, Argynvostal, and this town... What's this town's name again?
Crest.
Crest, thank you. I knew it started with a K. It's basically a case of, like, which place is closest to us. And to where we're gonna, like, these are like 3 safe houses. If we need to run somewhere, it's of those 3, which one everyone's closest.
I don't know about you guys, but the fucking freak is gone. Crest, stammers out.
Yeah, I just noticed that, and Kat's going to like actually like.
Oh,
She then comes
chase
back. She then
after.
comes back walking up the stairs with supplies in her hands, with tools.
She's trying to fix a chair still.
She returns to fixing the chair.
Like Kat's kind of like leaning against the wall, and she kind of like just takes like that deep exhale out, and is just like returning back.
I'm trying to think of this. I think the vibe I'm getting here is most of us want to take her to the Wizard of Wine.
It seems pretty reasonable, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, they
So-
follow the same god as me, and I'm fairly certain we have like no opinion on constructs, which is the other thing she could be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how to say this because I don't want to wait until we get there to order her because then something might happen along the way. So I'm gonna think of how to say this. Good news, we have decided on your first adventure assignment.
I am still repairing the chair. Am I to finish
Don't
this?
worry, you can cue this after that.
Very well.
We are going to take you to a winery called the Wizards of Wine. There you'll learn everything there is about the winemaking process. This will be very important for you one day.
I have never made wine before. I have only drank it.
And you can learn.
Learning is how you march towards perfection.
The abbot said that wine has effects on individuals. It does not affect me, sadly.
Perhaps you just haven't appreciated the contours of the wine appropriately enough. Working at a winery will help you with that.
What does contour mean?
Author goes, it's... Contour mean.
Shape?
I think it's a chapter in a book.
It's a chapter in a book. It's a very good book, too.
It's a type of eye
Fucking
makeup.
side.
Cat kind of was just like now, just
Oh,
like
books?
like face palming.
I have read many books. She produces a book from that's been hanging on her belt.
What is this book for?
Like
Yeah, I'll
like
see what book it is. I'll look at it.
yeah, like
The book is
Cat
titled
almost, like,
"The
perked up with
Tragedy
book.
of the Von Zaroviches."
Who's it written
Oh.
by?
Would
Who
you
is it
mind if
written
I go to look
It's
at that book?
It's in the Discord.
Oh,
Short book.
Who is
Oh.
it written by? I need access.
Oh damn
Yeah,
it!
give us
Need
an
access.
access. You gotta hit share, and then you gotta give us viewing access.
Yeah, give me access. I
there's a
request-
lock on the book.
I request access.
Try it again.
Here it is.
There it is. By Andrei Kovali.
Does anyone want to read it out
We-
loud?
All of that?
Uh,
No.
Okay,
a lot.
it's just talking about the what's it called? It's more or less talking about information we already know about because it's
But we
talking
had-
about
We kept our memories from the tome, right?
yeah we do.
I'll say. Did you... I should have started with this if I remember that. Did you know that Tatiana... What's her last name?
She doesn't have one.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's a lowborn.
Yeah, did you know that Tatiana started off as a lowborn girl?
Yes.
And do you know what lowborn girls have to do? Daily?
No.
They have to work.
Oh no, she did have a last name. It was Fedorovona. Sorry.
When you work at the winery, you'll get so much closer to understanding that origin. As you get that hard work in, you understand the elevation she went through to get to where she was.
I see. If that is my order, then I shall do so.
But you also have to, like, enjoy it.
Enjoy? What does that
Yes.
mean?
It means when you do something and you feel it is something you would like to do again.
You
I do
find
not feel
pleasure
anything, though.
like that kind of cut off Cat whenever she was about to say like when you feel pleasure in doing something.
Irene at this point just looks around. See, this seems just kind of a waste of time. Is this heartless? Is this heartless? She looks to Edmund. Am I heartless? Do I feel bad saying these things.
No,
mean,
I mean, it's something. It's a fucking homunculus built to look like you. I'm uncomfortable and doesn't even look like me.
I just want to.
I was honestly starting to given from how this is further
You do not
descending.
sense
I'm starting
anything,
to feel.
Ed.
I'm
It's
still.
not
Yeah. Yeah, that was Hravik.
Oh, whoops. Why did it say Hravik? Oh, it's 'cause I accidentally have Hravik selected.
What are you doing?
That's why.
What's he doing here?
Yeah.
I was like, Hravik doesn't have divine sense. I was like, what?
But yeah, Cat was going to say like the further this is like descending downwards, the more I feel like feel like my initial plan was is not a it was not, of course, a sound one. And then there's also, of course, everything now. But I still don't feel too good in the whole destruction part. It's just something, I don't know, something feels like to me that I think we can make this work.
As long as she's not surviving with us, I don't care what we do with her.
I just feel like there has to be someone in there somewhere.
Or at least the potential of someone in there.
Yeah. I don't want to like creep Irina out by like trying to like turn this like puppet into a boy.
You do not sense any
like...
life with you.
Oh, this is some Pinocchio
as often
shit,
you
yeah.
don't sense any life within her.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
'cause-
figure. Yeah, okay. So I'm pretty sure she's a construct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since,
Well,
when it says if it's disease, dead, undead, or neither, it's neither.
Yeah, but like the one thing to me that makes me feel like there's something more about this is that like if we remember the group fortunes, from what it says here for the fourth card for the Jack of Coins, it says Evil's bride is the one you seek. Now that could be Irina, or that could be Vasilka here.
I think it's not Vasilka, and the reason is that I think she wants to be Evil's bride, but she's never going to be Evil's bride. In the sense that, like, even if she had the opportunity, I firmly believe Strahd would reject her. So I think.
I mean, yeah, but like, but
It
that
may
doesn't mean like how like some of these fortunes work or how they are though. They could be a bit kind of weird with the wording. Go
Yeah,
on,
it may also just be referring to the role she's supposed to take, not necessarily the role that she will for sure have.
Well, I don't know. But I guess now, after she's done fixing this chair, she's going to become the next winery assistant, so there's that. So I guess now she's going to be Evil's Vinter.
Evil's farmhand.
If you guys are
Who knows, maybe...
Okay,
Oh, go ahead.
I want to show this to you guys, so you guys can see how powerful she is. There you go.
What the shit?
Oh,
Well,
that's some crit damage.
Well, I thought she was just like someone, like she was like a flesh, like someone who's like been like an abomination, like really modified. But if she's just a flesh construct, then yeah, I mean, there's no person in there. She's just she's just a thing that exists to be ordered. So on that note, I think I'm gonna go out into the courtyard. Since I think I'm kind of done talking to it for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And I'm just gonna grab the
holy
abbot's
shit!
body.
Holy shit! The damage she did to that chair was insane. Freaking 24 bludgeoning damage.
I'm just gonna take the abbot's. I'm gonna drag his body over to where I am right now, Mist. Right on the corner over here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna burn it.
Okay.
I don't want to bury it because of how twisted he was. I'd be afraid that his body would like corrupt the ground somehow.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna burn him, but out of sight, out of mind, so that when we march her out of here, she does not see him that he's dead. I'd much rather her think that we're like her proxy owners while the abbot's away.
Yeah, we're the dog sitters right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have one more. I do have a couple more questions, though, Miss, before we kind of wrap up this roleplay scene.
Sure.
So she's over there repairing a chair, right?
Yes.
What kind of chair is it? Like, what's it made out of? What kind of wood?
Son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
You started thinking about it for a second.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
I was about to say mahogany.
Is it a natural? Is it a natural wood or is it lacquered?
Natural.
Natural. Oh, that's interesting. Does it have any upholstery, or is it just kind of like a flat wooden chair?
Alright, so now that you guys have decided to take her to the Wizards of Wine, are you guys
Actually,
you guys are gonna go back to the house and take a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Actually, there was one other thing I wanted to ask about to see if Vasilka knew about. So are there any sort of things in the house that or I should say in the abbey that you or the abbot need to have on your person if you were to leave this place?
I have no possessions.
Did the abbot have any possessions in here or no?
He desired to acquire a holy symbol. She looks over at who's currently wearing the holy symbol right now? Is it Arthur or Edmund?
It's Edmund.
The symbol of Ravenkind, that's mine, yeah.
That. She points to it. He was looking for that.
Why was he looking for that?
He believed it a dangerous weapon to my husband, and wished to have it contained.
Well, this is contained on my person as I tuck it into my into the layer between my clothing and the armor to kind of keep it out of sight.
Yes. See now it is contained and sealed within us, your guardians for the time being.
I'm going to keep a close eye on her during this trip. If she makes a move towards I'm actively scooting and doing the opposite from her.
Are you guys gonna go take are you guys gonna take a long rest in the house first?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Where's she
Of
gonna be
course.
while you guys are sleeping?
I can just watch her because I
Just
can take watches.
just have her stand in the corner of the room or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically just want to spend 4
Two
hours.
of us don't need to sleep, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're basically just going to stare at her for a while under the orders of sit and wait.
Okay.
Oh shit. Accidentally tapped out of the roll 20.
Yeah, I can get my long rest in so long as I'm only doing light activity.
Okay.
Oh, you still need to do your 4 hours of complete unconsciousness though, I think.
Yeah, no, I need 4 hours, but other than that, I'm fine.
I'm trying to remember what time is it?
By the time you guys get back to the house, it's about 7, 8 o'clock at night.
PM?
Yeah.
At night. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. We'll leave at sunrise then.
Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay. So you guys get your long rest in. Everyone click the button.
Yep.
Get your
Okay.
stuff
Think
back.
about it.
Now I just need to double check here about the. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. It is okay. D4 plus 2 for every dawn. D4. Probably. Oh, okay. Okay. I have a Revivify in the bank
Nice.
because Revivify is all the charges. So if I didn't get that 4, some of us could have been in danger.
I do have gentle repose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got some stuff in our
Okay.
pockets.
Okay.
Miss, did we already send, like, equipment and building goods back to, Argynvostholt, or did I forget to do that?
I don't recall you doing that.
Alright, do you mind if I'd, like, try to find a runner,
Sure.
in town before we leave?
Yeah.
Do you want to, like, roleplay that, or do you just want me to, like, throw money at it and leave?
Just throw 200 gold at them and you're good.
Okay.
We do have plenty of money to bribe a guy.
We sure fucking
Well,
don't.
the money is going to go to him, who's then going to give it to the contractor, and then they will bring the supplies and whatnot to Argynvostholt.
Yeah.
That money covers the supplies.
Is leprosy a disease in D&D?
Yes, that's just how leprosy is in real life.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how the fuck these work. I'm basically going to tell them, like, don't mind the castle's watchman. He's a leper. Is what I'm going to tell them in case, God forbid, they see Godfrey. Don't mind him. He's just a leper.
Man has an advanced form.
Okay.
Leprosy 2.0. The sequel.
What?
The squeakle.
But yes. So, do you need anything else from me in, like, a meta sense, or is that just, like, Godfrey will have the supplies he needs to sort the place out for whoever we send there to lodge?
Well, you're gonna need some. You need some people. He's a warrior. He's not a carpenter. You're gonna need someone to like make bed frames and stuff.
I mean, you don't need a degree to make a bed frame.
You know how to make a bed frame?
I mean, yeah, you just take a bunch of fucking wood and you lay it out
Without
like.
instructions from IKEA.
Yes, miss.
Yeah.
I'm an engineer.
Wait, why are you asking about like making the simplest thing on the planet? Of like, do you know how to make a rectangle?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, make a rectangle and then put like 2 or 3 like other rectangles inside said rectangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like,
Sure.
yeah, exactly. It's like, how hard is it to make a chair? You just put 2 sticks on a square.
A chair would be a lot harder than a bed.
Yeah, because
Oh,
because
sorry,
it'd
4 sticks in a square. Not 2 sticks in a square.
Like a chair would be way harder to make than like a bed frame because the fact is that like
Anyway.
you're making like these circles and they have to be all level
So now that you said
Right,
that out,
anyway.
what's the plan now?
or cylinders.
It's the next morning. What do you guys want to do?
Wizards of Wine, and then we can just segue back into Tome of Strahd, I guess. Because the thing we wanted to do after we did Tome was the mountain, or did we want to go
Perez.
southward to the Perez?
I wanted to go towards Perez because like
That's the only
like,
place we haven't touched.
Yeah, like look at the map here. We haven't touched like the southern like quadrant, specifically like the southwestern quadrant.
Yeah.
Like there's so much down there we haven't been to, and also like at least when we look at Van Richten's conspiracy board, like there's stuff about Perez there, and then also it's hooked into some other.
That's true.
It's hooked into someone else that like is clearly tied to Strahd that we haven't gotten rid of yet.
Yeah, there's a whole
is
path
it-
in here we haven't taken yet.
Is it this place or Argynvostholt that's closer to Perez?
Or in Bosselt, I think. It's
Okay.
closer to Perez, right?
So, yeah,
when
we
you
can
guys
go-
were here at this intersection, there was a sign that was knocked over that pointed towards Perez to the south. Well, a sign would point this way to Kresk, and a sign that would point this way to Volaki.
Okay. So yeah, we can go to Wizards of Wine, then by the time we get to Wizards of Wine, it'll probably be dark by the time we get near Argynvostholt, so that's where we'll pack it in and then move over to Tome.
Yeah,
We
so
cool with
on
that?
the way to Arkansas, we'll probably be camping, and then we can like Tome at the camp.
Yeah, we can tome at the camp, or we can like tome at Argynvostholt properly, safely.
I'm just checking travel time. It takes about 3 hours to get from Kresk to the Wizards of Wine.
And how long from Wizards of Wine to Argynvostholt?
3 hours and 30 minutes.
3 hours and 30 minutes.
So that's 6 hours.
That's 6
Well,
hours.
so
It's
We
morning.
probably have like another 3 hours of travel time.
Yeah. So we'll be at Argynvostholt by like the late afternoon. We'll be there before sundown. That's the
And
important
speaking
part.
of 6 hours, it takes 6 hours for Bell to translate the next chapter of the tome.
How convenient!
Give me Arcana check, Bell.
Will do.
You're fine. You got that. So, yep, you guys travel to the Wizards of Wine for the next like 3
Yeah,
hours
that
in
was
the morning.
4 hours.
You guys drop off Basilica.
Oh, we're not gonna like roleplay that at all.
I mean, do you want to? I thought you wanted to get to the tome as soon as possible because we're running low
I mean,
on
I
time.
feel like we should. I feel like this. Does anybody else want to do like some kind of scene talking with them? Because like we're just dumping a person on them.
I'm fine with it.
I figured you would
and
explain it to them. You didn't. If you wanted to just skip over the roleplay, like you guys go.
We already
hey,
queued up the orders to her. I'm like, personally, it's like, I don't.
Your hands are
like
washed.
you go like, hey, Davy,
Yeah.
and like we have this construct. She doesn't know what to do. Her original purpose is kind of ruined now. Can you take her in and make her as a worker for your winery? But
Yeah,
if you
I
want to roleplay, we can roleplay too. It's up to you guys. Just letting you know that the time on Tome is much shorter now.
And let's just move on to Tome. Fuck it.
Okay.
The chair.
All right, so you drop her off, and then you guys get back on the road. And as you guys are making your way down the road, someone roll me a D100. Sorry, D20.
Who wants it? Who rolled it last time?
It's been like a decade. I've already typed it out.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are walking down the road, you notice that the trees seem sort of to like lurch towards the road a little bit, offering more shade in the middle of the road in this section. You don't remember it being like this when you last came through here. And standing in the middle of the road is a ghastly figure. This female silhouette is dressed in a ruined bride's dress, a long, torn veil covering her face. The one distinct feature from behind the veil is her red, glowing eyes.
Do you want to just run her over with a cart? Or we can take the long way around.
Uh-huh.
Do you think this is one of Strahd's friends?
I think it
His
might be.
besties?
It might be. It could actually be one of the abbot's experiments breaching out of the Umbrella Labs that were underneath the abbey.
I don't like
The
that.
V virus?
No. This was his Gamma Hunter.
Oh fuck! I don't like that. I don't like that like one bit.
Here you go. Here's
Yeah,
the full art.
she's wearing a bride's dress and she's got red eyes, and that means marriage, which means commitment. And people are afraid of that.
I'm back.
don't-
What I missed?
There's a
The cloud
fucking.
behind her is in the shape of a crow.
There is a ghastly woman dressed in a torn bridesmaid dress standing in the middle of the road, looking at you all.
Yeah, thank you.
What do I see?
I just told you.
Oh.
Well, you
No, I
you
mean
said
like
divine
the
sense.
divine sense.
Yeah, divine
Oh, I
sense.
didn't
What do I
see
see?
oh, sorry. You should have said that. I had stuff pulled up. I couldn't see the checks chat. I was in the
Sorry, I
channel.
thought you were paying attention. My bad.
Yeah, when you use divine sense, please let me know. Undead.
Undead?
I don't like that.
Irina looks around. She's just standing there. She's not attacking us. What's she doing?
Whatever it is, I don't like it.
Some kind of undead creature, I can tell.
Probably
Perhaps we
calculating,
should
confirm that.
investigate.
probably calculating their next move, and given from the bride's outfit, either something from the abbot or maybe Maybe it's something from, well, Strahd.
I would err on the side of
Leaning-
just barreling over
Leaning
with the
towards the
cart.
latter, because as Arthur said, and I can confirm she is undead.
Hmm.
I suppose we're better up just barreling over it with the cart, don't you think?
Yes, but what if it's stronger than that?
I'd
Get a little bit
rather
closer
not
to
damage
it
the
and
cart
see.
if possible.
Let's get a little bit closer to it and see what it does. If it's just one ghost, I think we're fine. We can kick its ass.
I guess I could be the one to approach it. I'm already dead. Maybe
Yeah,
it'll feel
who's ready
camaraderie.
who's ready to jump out the cart?
I'll cautiously approach it as well.
I
We'll
will.
also approach.
I'll back you up on horseback. I would like to take lead since I'm already dead.
Fair enough.
Are you cool with that, Ryan?
I don't know. Am I cool with you taking all the damage?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry. God damn it.
There it is.
What brings you here, ma'am?
We're talking to it.
Alright, so how close do you get before you say things?
Close enough that I can yell to it. I don't want to be near unless I have to be.
You see her like you see her place her her hand on her other arm. She seems uncomfortable.
Do you speak?
She nods.
Then speak. What brings you here?
I am here. She pauses. I am here because of your actions. You have set me free, and I wish to thank you.
How did we free you?
You killed Ludmilla.
What was that?
That was the spellcaster vampire Strahd Bride
Oh,
that you
yeah.
killed.
Does she look similar to Ludmilla?
No, she's pretty different looking.
Gotcha. It's just someone she victimized then. What did Ludmilla do to you?
Or this could just be a trick.
It's
What
not
do you mean freed?
By killing her, my husband has decided to release me finally.
I
Who
think
is
we
your-
should leave.
Who is your husband?
No, wait. She she starts like hold her hand out, but then she like recoils back quickly. I don't mean to scare you.
Who is your husband?
I shall not speak his name.
I'm gonna guess Strahd then.
Yeah.
Who was Ludmilla to you?
A fellow bride, but someone
Fellow
stronger than me.
bride, that's all we need to know. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm turning around on the horse.
Alright, well, I'm not.
Actually, this could be an opportunity to kill another vampire.
Oh, you calm your pants. It's not a vampire, it's a ghost. That's what I'm guessing.
Or
Like,
it's
do you actually
a,
tell the difference with Divine Sense?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I'd say this thing, does it look kind of like corporeal, or does it look
It looks
incorporeal?
corporeal.
Oh, okay, maybe it's a vampire.
Her appearance just seems ghastly because of her clothing.
1 second, my dog needs to be let out.
like because I'm guessing like me and Marcus really didn't like leave the cart. Like, did we hear like some of this conversation going on?
No, she's quiet.
Hmm.
You hear what the other guys are saying, but you can barely hear her.
How far away are they?
Probably
Depending on how
15,
close they
20
got,
feet.
they're about maybe 10, 20 feet.
Obviously, you always know that I'm always up for killing vampires.
So this might be a trick just to lock us down. I think we should go the long way around. Actually, 1 second. I need to look something up. How the fuck does the symbol of Ravenkind work again? Da-da-da-da-da. 1 plus D4 plus 4 charges at dawn. I can hold up to 10 charges. Okay. I could use Hold Vampire just to give us an answer to our question right away.
How many charges does that cost? The
1.
max?
1 of 10.
Okay.
And I can cast Sunlight with 5.
Well, okay. Before you start doing that, I'm gonna ask it. After you thank us, what do you plan to do?
My husband does not know I am here. And I have cast a spell on this area that you're in. And she like points to the ground. You see that there's a circle inscribed in the ground. Well, here, his view is blocked for the time being.
Are you loyal to your husband?
She pauses for a moment. I simply wish to help those that are his victims. I was one of them, after all. I've been in his prison. I can't remember how long. I stopped counting after 50.
Did he only let you out to replace Ludmilla?
Yes.
In what way do you want to help us?
Actually, can I cast Zone of Truth?
It's got a 10-minute casting time.
No, it's immediate. But it
That's a
lasts
duration of 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
We had this.
thinking
We made this mistake earlier.
All right. And I'm going to kind of butt in here. If you wish to speak with us, then I do have a demand.
Your magic will not work in here, if that is what it is. The circle prevents it. It's what keeps my husband's view out as well.
Are we already in the circle, or is she in the circle?
You're in the circle. It covers a small radius.
I'm willing, because we're really good at killing vampires. I'm willing to give her the opportunity to prove to us she's not spouting bullshit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did ask her a question.
Yeah, no, I'm getting back to you, Bill.
Okay.
I have not gotten that far. I've recently been let out only a couple days ago. I'm still getting caught up on what happened to Barovia in my absence. All I know is that and she points to Irina. She is of utmost importance, and she needs to be kept safe.
She is safe.
I know. I have heard my husband speak many foul things about your group lately. But he's always said one thing, is that she is safe with you.
Ha! Flattering.
I was actually Strahd's first bride.
Why did he make you his bride?
Wait, Andy had a question earlier.
What was that?
Oh, I thought he was.
I
I thought that
think
was.
got covered.
I thought that was the answer
Oh.
to the question. My bad.
Yeah, I had asked how she could help us, but she said she doesn't know because she just left.
Okay, so that's carry on then. Sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
Strahd took a keen interest in me due to my knack for quick thinking. I was the smartest student in my village for some time. And well, when he took on a disguised form, he challenged me to a game, and I won, beating him in a game of strategy. He was impressed and invited me to come to Castle Ravenloft. Eventually I was besmitten by him, and soon I became this. If you look, go ahead and, anyone who's close to her, give me a perception roll.
Alright.
Or should I say closer to her?
I'm not close to this thing.
Belle, you easily can see that there's a little bit of something red on her, on like the edge of her mouth.
Hmm.
So she's recently fed, it seems.
Are you like staring intently at it, or do you kind of just like catch a glimpse of it and
He-
move on?
Yeah, he's staring.
She then like notices that you're staring, and then she moves her hand to wipe her mouth. If you're worried, it was just a deer. And she points over into the woods. You can see that there is a carcass of an animal sticking out of the brush.
What do you intend to gain from
I
this?
simply wanted to feed myself so I wouldn't be hungry when I was near you. What do I want to gain out of this?
Yes.
My freedom. For myself and for my friend Gertruda.
And why should we trust you?
I suppose you don't have any reason to trust me yet. That's why I'm here. I wish to earn your trust.
It's the point that I kind of look at the other two. Can I, like, kind of wait for everyone out here to, like, form in around me?
Yeah, if, it depends if everyone else wants the 4 minute or not.
Alright.
I do want to, like, whisper a question to the other two that are out here.
Alrighty.
Ryan, you there?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to say what you're gonna say.
Oh, okay. You didn't say if you, like, moved closer or not. We could ask her to try and shatter the scrying materials, or... Yeah. That could be our mission to her.
I don't know. That seems like a very risky first mission.
Well, she wants to prove herself.
It would be incredibly helpful if she's able to do it.
Maybe
It'll
not.
make it so her movements aren't too restricted.
This is an opportunity to get a spy inside of Castle Ravenloft. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I'd hate to get this creature killed so quickly.
As you like are huddled up, like you can see her, she's kind of just standing there nervously. She kind of like has been like looking around.
Arthur is whispering in the group and then looking up and looking at her, then going back to whispering in the group, then looking up and looking at her.
Yeah, she's like every time like you look out of her, she gets like shocked, like, and then you like look back at her, and she's like,
It is so overt that Arthur is talking about her. Yeah, but we want to form another huddle with everybody else to decide this.
How long can you wait here?
My spell ends in about 10 minutes. Once it's
Our
Great.
over,
conversation will take 2.
I need to quickly return before Strahd decides to spy upon me.
Wait patiently. As I kind of turn the horse around and return to the party for a moment. So are we all moving back towards the cart to discuss?
We're like a little huddle, and we're like shuffling as one back to the cart.
I'll stay nearby-ish just so I can keep an eye on her.
That's
Do you have any
smart.
holy
I
water
like
on
that.
you?
I believe I do.
If you don't, I give you one.
Scroll.
I'll just say this, even though she's just now eaten, if she's Strahd's first bride, she's probably like a really ancient vampire.
Yeah.
It's probably going to take more than just like a little holy water to.
I'll take a vial of holy water.
Okay. Yeah, but
Oh,
the thing is,
fuck, I forgot to buy glassware. I also forgot to buy wine at the Wizards. Fuck.
Oh well.
We can hand
But
wave
the-
that later.
but
They
the
would have given you
thing,
one for free, considering that you
Okay.
saved their winery and also dealt with the druids that would have destroyed them.
Cool. Have Wilfrey take as much as he damn well pleases.
He takes about 5 bottles.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
What are you saying, Monica?
what was it? I mean, we really don't need the holy water if we've got a cleric and a paladin.
I'm not an Oathbreaker paladin either now. My shit hurts.
Yeah, but the one closest to her isn't a paladin.
True, but I think that, I think the magic circle and the fact that she fed on non-humans, I think that's enough to build like a case on her behalf that she's not about to like try to attack us.
I mean, do you know if that's a magic circle to prevent like any sort of magical scrying or observation?
Bell's proficiency with Arcana easily recognizes as a magic circle that prevents the.
Okay.
Anyone else that also has a proficiency with Arcana can, if they get close enough, they can recognize it.
Okay. Just making sure, because who knows, it could just been an amplifier. But yeah, no, from meta, extremely trustworthy.
You're convinced?
I am convinced in meta for now that she won't hurt us, but like I also believe that like there's a bunch of stuff that we don't really know. I think the best thing to do with her is to give her something low and easy to see if she will do it. Because if we ask her to do something big, it's just going to be either too obvious, where if she is on our side, she's gonna get fucked. And if we do something a bit too what's it called? Yeah, we need to think of like a good balance with this, because like if you're gonna give her something to do to like maybe like earn trust for us, is that like because if it's something a bit like too easy, now that I think about it, that's just an easy way for her to worm trust, and if she is just going to stab us in the back, that would just be the worst then.
Alright, I have an idea then. Let's ask her about if the defenses to bring us some kind of proof of any changes to the defenses of the castle since our raid.
I think that's something good.
Some kind of marching orders. I don't know. Map.
I mean, you guys can now vote me here, but I think
Oh, a map would be helpful.
I think that anything physical is asking too much, but y'all can feel free to outvote me.
That's.
Because then she has to actually snatch something without Strahd noticing.
I mean, she got out without him noticing, didn't she?
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
fair point.
we don't
That's
know
a good-
how often that's
a
gonna
good
say.
second. That's a good second mission.
In terms of what her goal is, though, I don't trust that. Hey, free more vampires and.
Yeah, no, I don't trust her
Yeah.
for a fucking second. She'll die like the rest, but if we
Yeah,
can take advantage, I plan to.
Yeah. If we can take advantage of the vision, we should do it. Because the other thing as well that's very weird is like that like at least think about it more is like she is talking about like her like she talked about her life story a little bit, and like her being smitten and whatnot, and also other kind of stuff like that like what like of all the things, it is kind of a bit sus with like some of the stuff she has kind of like gone on about now to like actually approach us. Also the fact is that like she did kind of like, I guess, find us after everything we've done so far.
I don't anyone trusts anyone here. I think, like, I'm not convinced he actually wants to help us. I'm just feeling confident in saying that she doesn't want to help Strahd. She could totally betray us later, but I think at the moment she might be a useful ally, specifically against Strahd. Because, you know, if she was the first bride, let's assume she's being honest, right? If she's the first bride, and she's been locked away for a long time.
And why was she locked away, anyways?
Well, that's true, but I'm also
You can ask
like,
for that.
if she did love Strahd or she was smitten with him, being locked up, I don't even know how she was locked up. Like, did he like stuff her in a coffin or something? Because if she's been in a coffin for like thousands of years, that'd kill some love pretty quick.
The only thing I would assume why Strahd had her locked up was because the fact is you went like, oh yes, this is Tatiana. I'll make sure she never hurts herself again. Throws her in cell for thousands of years. Sees new Tatiana. Fuck.
All right. So I just think that's a good enough thing. But I guess let's give her and ask her a question. Let's think of like a question she can answer the next time we see her.
You could also ask her
You know-
more to her story, like if you wanted. You could ask, just grill her more.
Mm,
You don't even.
I have
know
an
her-
idea.
You haven't gotten her name yet either.
We could ask her what the heart is, or the
Was.
what was the crystal thing we smashed? That seemed like a good question to gauge.
I think that
trust.
does. Because she might actually know the answer to that.
Yeah, we could just ask her point blank, what was the thing we destroyed on our raid?
If she's honest with us, that would actually be helpful to prove that she's willing to work with us.
Yeah.
I
That seemed like a
that.
good way to test it, and then we'll see her. We'll try to figure out something if we ever see her again.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Cool. We all cool with that?
Sure.
Well,
Sure.
while the rest of the group is discussing, I will ask her. So, what should we call you?
Oh, my name is Sasha. Sasha Ivaliskova.
I don't remember the last or hearing that last name before.
I mean, we know a town that has like a big genealogy book. We can look into that.
That is true.
I will now update the handout to have her name on it now.
Whee.
What was the city with the records of people?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, it was
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Whenever we're
Well,
back in
wasn't
whenever we're back in Milwaukee, we can take a peek at that again.
But wasn't that only for Milwaukee?
I mean, who knows? She might have. Oh wait, I can also just ask her where she lived when I walk over. So that'll be a good way to fact check this, I suppose.
Hmm.
All right. So it's at this point that Edmund will turn around on his horse and approach, standing beside Belle.
Welcome back.
Yes. Hello, friend. Has she been behaving?
Yes, just having some light conversation with oh, sorry, what's her name again?
Sasha.
Having some light conversation with Sasha here.
Ah, that's her name. All right. I have 2 questions for you to gauge a level of trustworthiness.
Yes, of course.
First, where do you hail from, originally?
The village of Barovia.
Understood. Could you put that on the handout nest, just so we don't forget?
You guys have,
Second-
you have journals to write stuff down.
Fine. And, now, what can you tell us about what we destroyed when we raided the castle?
What you destroyed? Oh, yes. The heart. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Well, what did we do?
How do I explain this? The heart had 2 functions. The easiest way to explain the first one is that it was a buffer. I don't know what your dealings with Strahd were like when you first came here, but did you ever see him heal rapidly?
Yes.
Like you struck him and nothing changed?
Yes.
The heart would absorb the damage for him.
Interesting.
Of course,
What was the other
all
function?
vampires can heal over time, but it takes a couple seconds before it to effect. The heart is always instantaneous, absorbing any blows that would befall him, within a certain limit.
And in destroying it, we have taken that privilege away from him.
For now, he is currently working on reconstructing it.
How does he reconstruct it?
I do not know. I was not privy to when he first built it the first time.
But you can be privy now.
I-
Watch with intent. Ask questions. And next we see you, tell us what you can.
I don't. Strahd is very angry at this
Is
time.
there
The heart served a second purpose. It allowed him to contain his hatred, his guilt, all of the emotions that he felt got in the way of his ruling. He would pour it into the heart, but with its destruction, all of it has come back to him now. He is much more emotionally unstable, you could say.
So it collars him too, in a way.
It allows him to think without having to worry about guilt or any other actions.
How about this?
I recently found him crying upon the grave of his late brother. He did not do that when the heart was intact.
This. Instead of asking him questions, just keep an eye on his work on the ritual. And if you think he's getting close to completing it, let us know.
He's only recently started it. It's far from being finished, as far as I can tell.
But if we meander-
would have known more.
I saw how big that heart was. It was quite the hulking construction, would you agree?
Yes.
I think, even with your lack of experience, you would notice if such a hulking contraption was getting close to being a hulking contraption again.
Yes, that makes sense.
So if it looks like it's getting towards being a giant crystal heart again, just tell us.
Okay.
Can you do that confidently?
Yes.
And this will be your first test from us.
My love of Strahd has faded, so I'm willing to do this.
Why has it faded?
400 years ago, I think. That's what Strahd mentioned, I think, when he let me out. About 100 years after what happened with Tatiana, he decided to make me his first bride, after deciding some other women were not worthy. After I was made his first bride, though, the marriage turned bitter quickly. He always referred to my inadequacies compared to Tatiana. I was beaten, starved, or worse. I was terrified for a while, but I decided to put my foot down at one point and demand my freedom. And when I did that, I sealed my fate, and he locked me within my crypt, where I lay dormant for 400 years.
How did this killing Ludmilla lead to your release?
He is down a bride. I am her replacement. Gertruda is his next planned bride, but it takes time for the wedding ritual to come about. He needs
Wedding
to feed her
ritual?
blood over the course of weeks. I believe the ritual will be done soonish.
Gertruda again?
That was the friend of
that
Irina.
was Irina's friend.
The one
I
that was
hope
the
she didn't
daughter
hear
of
that.
Oh.
Mary.
We need to
The one
rescue
that,
her
the one that
then.
you guys left behind.
Well, we need to rescue her then. Otherwise, she'd get turned into a vampire.
I hope Irina didn't hear that.
Irina and
No.
Izek and Wilfred stayed at the cart.
I mean, I heard it, and I don't want. I feel bad that we left her there now.
I can also tell you about Strahd's other brides. If you want, I can tell you about Rahadin.
Information
Yeah,
on his other brides would be helpful.
Yes. Any weaknesses, habits, things we could use to make them angry.
She looks up at the
Predictable.
light again and then back down the circle. You can see that, like, due to how the light is reflecting on the circle, it's almost like a sundial, allowing her to keep track of how much longer is left. Okay, I only have a few more minutes left.
Alright.
Of
I
the
just-
other two
and-
brides left, there is Anastasia and Valenta. You might have met one of them, maybe both.
The one with the box that sounds of thunder.
Oh yes, that is a contraption that Anastasia stole.
What of the other one?
Valenta. She wears a skull mask. Perhaps you've seen her.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain we saw her at the dinner.
You saw her at the dinner, and she also encountered her in the bone room.
Did we?
Oh no, you did. No, okay, never mind. It was Rahadin. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, was there a
Ra-
was there like a chance we'd find someone else down there?
I guess so.
Yeah, Valenta. She made. I don't know. I heard you recently stole the skull of Argynvost. That room made of bones is her handiwork. She is a very sadistic and violent individual. Very different from Anastasia or Ludmilla, who are a bit more restrained. She can go into a blood rage state sometimes if you're not careful.
Oh, barbarian. Okay.
And then there's also the other bride as well. Esker. You might have met him.
Yeah, wasn't he the blonde twink?
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Strahd's swinging every way. I guess he's desperate. Piece of
His,
shit.
his sexuality is dominance.
No. His sexuality is Tatiana.
Good for him. The real question is he bi because he's cool or is he bi because he's desperate? I think it's the latter.
I'm fairly
Anyways.
I'm fairly certain it's the desperate part. Esker probably did something in a slight way that reminded me of Tatiana. He's like a holes of gold.
Good fucking lord. Anyway. Right. Yes, tell us about the pretty one.
Yes. Esker is actually a friend of mine. He actually would visit me in my crypt, and we would speak from the other side of the wall every now and again. He was one of the few that helped keep me sane. I believe he could be reasoned with to join in your side as well, should the time come.
And why do you believe-
He's worried that Strahd will grow tired of him and dispose of him like he has some others.
Pretty boy with confidence issues. How new.
Do you experience those a lot?
Me?
You're the one that said how new.
Oh no, that's meta.
No.
That's me complaining about my love life in high school.
Oh, there's just like, you try to say something?
I'm not interested in just about anybody, really.
Mm-hmm.
Is this good enough proof? Or do I still need to check on the heart?
Do not ask questions about the heart, but watch and report.
Okay.
Do as much as you can discreetly.
And with that, she looks down and sees that the time is almost up. I must go.
You have laid the groundwork. Now complete a test.
And she turns into
Be
a bat
safe.
and then begins to fly away.
So I guess, like, as she's flying away, she gets the be safe.
Mm-hmm.
I think... Now, I know this isn't our priority. And I know you got... I don't know if you guys even give two shits about Gertruda. But I kind of feel responsible that she's getting turned into a vampire. I would kind of like to save her.
Yeah.
Well, I would too, at least in a meta sense. Edmund has other priorities.
Well, the other things to think about is that Marcus and Kat weren't even like in that conversation. They were just kind of hanging out in the cart while you guys
No, you
approached.
guys were brought over for this. It was the whole player characters that were brought over.
Oh,
You could have left with us.
They came back to like bring you guys over, like, hey, come over here and like talk with us.
Yeah, that did happen. We made a joke about shuffling over and everything.
Yeah, no, I don't even remember that. That was, yeah, because I would have actually said stuff then.
Yeah,
Whoops.
I felt like if we're going to rescue her, we'd be going to the castle. And I feel like if we're going to the castle, we're going to the castle to kill Strahd.
Exactly. At this stage.
I feel by the time we're ready to kill Strahd, it'll be way too late for her.
I mean,
Perhaps.
it's been a couple days at this point, right, Miss?
It's been about
Yeah.
a week.
And she said weeks and weeks and non-specifically. That makes me think we have at least a couple months.
Well, she's already been
We have
there
a-
for a couple weeks already.
Yeah, she's been there for a little bit now.
Yeah, don't forget
Remember,
that
you
like
guys took a whole month before getting ready to go to attack the castle the first time.
Oh, so we started before we killed the last one.
So she might already, like, very
Well,
soon.
yeah, we know she's not yet because we just got told that. But it might not be long, maybe a week or less before she's a vampire.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
reason.
well, I mean, I doubt he's leaving unattended again.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently he's super emotional. He's going off across Barovia to go to his brother's grave to cry and crap. Like, with the heart, if his
No,
heart
she
wasn't
said she saw
destroyed,
him
I
in the
agree.
crypt, like the crypt of Castle Ravenloft,
Well,
crying.
my point is he's not on his top of his A game. He's not exactly watching as closely as he could be because he's being like torn apart by his guilt and his anger that he's usually
That's
not
an
dealing with.
assumption.
It is an assumption, but you know, lots of things are assumptions.
We can discuss this a little more in Argonval South. I think we should
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah.
Alright. And then you guys make it the rest of the ride there unmolested.
Ah!
Sorry, it's a habit. Alright. Yeah, you guys make it to Castle Ravenloft. Argonvostel. What do you guys do once you're there?
Has the runner arrived at this point?
Mm-hmm. You can see supplies have already been dropped off outside the manor.
Is it all organized, or does it look like someone dropped shit in a hurry?
It seemed like at first things were organized, but then things had turned into a mess. You could probably guess that the Godfrey came outside to check and see what was going on, and he saw Godfrey and fucking booked it. Everything's there though.
I told him there was a leper. I warned him.
Leprosy is highly contagious. They would have run away anyway.
Yeah, fair.
There.
Do you think some random runner would know what leprosy is?
Yeah.
That's
I
also,
assume they know what a leper is.
I mean, he also like is a corpse, a walking corpse, and he stinks, and there's probably like gashes and wounds that are open. So Godfrey's not the most elegant looking individual.
He's not the most convincing leper.
Yeah. So I was. So yeah,
You
does
see
Godfrey
you see
come up-
Godfrey outside going through the supplies, and he waves to you all.
Hello. Do you mind? At this point, like it's somewhat later. It's like
made it.
it's like
Good
late
to see you
afternoon at
again.
this point. It's like late afternoon at this point, right, Mist?
Yeah, it's been about 6 hours, so it's about 2 in the afternoon.
2, 3. Okay.
But you know, there's sunlight out right now because where you are.
Yeah.
Well,
It's always sunny in Argynvossel.
I don't think we could ride for Perez before sundown. We should probably take the night.
Is that a pun?
I suppose an unintentional one.
It's quite humorous. How have you been
Humorous of-
since you last were here? Everything okay?
I buried the closest thing to a son I've ever had.
I'm sorry. I know how that feels.
I'm just going to quietly nod.
The rest of you? Oh,
Doing pretty
Could
okay.
be better, could be
Uh,
I
worse.
see the scar has
Nothing's really
healed.
changed.
Oh, has it? I didn't notice.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no one pointed that out
That
to you.
horrific wound upon your face has been gone. What happened?
I got better.
Excellent. Good to hear. I'm going to assume it was some sort of magic.
Yes, you could say that.
Oh fuck!
It's a
Wait, which way
really,
is Auntie
a really
Greenleaf?
good cause.
What'd you say, Ed?
Which way is Auntie Greenleaf?
Auntie Greenleaf is right outside of Valaki, so around here-ish in the woods.
Here's in the woods. All right, so we could hit that up tomorrow too. Because,
And
because
the
we're going
road
up
to get
that
to
way
Berez
anyways.
is over here.
Yeah, so we're going up that way anyways. Might as well.
And then
Noted.
on top of that, the Casimir, the guy that you need to take up the mountain, is right outside of Valaki as well.
What was that last thing, Beth? Sorry.
Casimir, the elf that wants to go up the mountain, that he wants you to take you up. He wants you guys in exchange for giving you a sword that he has buried somewhere. He lives right outside of Valaki. Remember, that's where the Vistani are.
All right, so after Berez, we're going back. Well, we're going to run up to Valaki to talk to Auntie, and then we're going to head down to Berez. We all cool with that?
I see no problems with that.
We're doing the
No
tome
problems.
first, right?
I mean, yeah, we're doing Tome first. We don't know we're going to do Tome.
Yeah, because Bell's gonna crack the book open. Now he's got it translated right before he goes to bed, and then go.
Study.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess he can.
I have, due to these, I have already moved some of the food and water inside of the manor. I've also removed all the giant spiders that have been living outside the manor.
Do they happen to bring any glassware?
Yes, I believe there were some. I've moved into the kitchen area.
Good, I'm gonna go find some jars then.
With
It's not like you don't
with
plan to do any
time,
pick.
Perhaps I'll be able to restore Argynvossel to how it was before.
You don't plan to do any pickling, do you, Godfrey?
I do not have any fish to pickle.
Then I guess the jars are mine. I'm gonna fill them with holy water if no one has pieced that together.
Those are some big things of holy water. Then
Yeah, it's something.
Alright.
But yeah,
Is there anything else anyone wants to do at Argynvossel besides fill up jars with holy water?
I'm trying to remember. Did I ever ask Godfrey about the necklace I got for like cats like one-on-one?
No, you did not.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember if I did or not, so I guess I could like ask about that. Hey, Godfrey, due to circumstances, able to ask this before. Are you familiar with this kind of necklace? And she kind of like shows that.
Yes, it reminds me of a necklace I once saw related to the Dragon Queen.
I'm guessing you're of course refer. Actually, no, Dragon Queen. That's just Tiamat. Like, right?
You can probably assume that, yeah.
Yeah. It is of course very strange. It's a little bit different than the usual, and also it's a bit broken. It does still feel a bit cold to the touch, but I don't know. I don't know if there was I don't know if you would happen to know any ways to maybe repair it.
I do not. But I do remember when your brother was here, he had one just like it. Though his
Yes,
was more
'cause-
like that of Bahamut. Funny how that works out, considering your bloodlines and all.
Yes, I guess that does. But
Speaking
it
of which,
is.
It's good that you came to me, Kat. I have done some investigation while you were gone.
Yes.
Your ancestor, well, not your literal ancestor, but he like points to like the scales on your body. The one whose blood that gives you this. Do you know anything about her?
Are you referring to the green dragon that was around in this land?
Yes. Azalea.
I'm not too familiar with Azalea. As far as what's I'm trying to remember through like the tome stuff. Whenever I said like Sasha kind of like spied on Magyar, did she at least have the information that like Magyar at least had association with like that dragon?
He knew of her, yeah, and had met her
Yeah.
once.
As far as what I'm aware of is that that dragon had some ties to the druids in the area, at least back then.
Yes. She was here before Arkenvost moved here with his knights and established Arkenvostold. They struck a deal, allowing us to build the manor. Though she was chromatic and him metallic, they did not allow their blood to define who they were, and became friends, actually. Though, when Strahd
that's very
attacked
strange.
Arkenvostold, she did not come to his aid. We were forced to fight without her. But I believe I have figured out where her remains are.
I'm
South
going
of
to.
here, near Berez, there is a swamp. She used to take up residence there. If you can
Makes
find
sense.
her corpse, perhaps you can find some more answers to who you are.
Makes sense to me. If I remember correctly, green are a bit more aquatic.
They prefer aquatic grasslands, like swamps and marshes.
Yes.
Metallic silver dragons, on the other hand, prefer to be around people. Seems like you also take after the personality of them, too. At least from what I've gathered about your brother. He seemed quite sociable.
Yes. And while I'm trying to change my demeanor from being a bit more poisonous.
Just like Azalea. Ugh. Sorry. It's hard to get lungs in these old lungs. Sorry, it's hard to get air in these old lungs.
Yes.
Anyway, I've kept you busy long enough. Run along now.
Yes. Yes, yeah.
Dear. And he tries to give you a head pat before you go.
Ugh.
It's just Grandpa Godfrey.
It's great grandpa back from the grave giving you head pats.
All right. Does anyone else have anything else they want to do here?
Nope.
I'm good.
Okay. And later that night, as everyone lays down to rest before moving on for the adventure for Berez, Bell opens up the Tome of Strahd one more time before being sucked in alongside his companions. Unfortunately, it's quite late, and we'll have to save that tale for another time. So if it's okay with you guys, I think we'll end the session here.
I know, Ed's back. I was about to say.
I'm back.
Ed's
Andy has stepped away. By the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the session here if that's okay.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, sure.
It's kind of late.
That's all good.
But next session we will open up with the next chapter of the tome.
Yeah, this is some much needed roleplay.
Okay.
All right, I will end the stream here then. Next time we will dive back into the tome once more for the next chapter. That chapter being the corruption of yesterday.